What's going on, y'all? Josh and Chastity here from the Big Easy. We're back in New Orleans, fresh off of our cruise on the Carnival Glory. And we're here to tell you what we thought about it. Right?
Right.
Here we go. So we sailed out of New Orleans, obviously, and other than the ship selection, I have to say this may be our favorite port to sail out of. Hey, Miami's cool, but I think the selection of things to do here pre-cruise may be better than New Orleans, or maybe better than Miami. What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah. So
Our favorite so far. Yeah.
We've had a good time. Before the cruise on Bourbon Street, after the cruise, we went out in the swamps, and there's a link down below where you can go check out our swamp tour video. What a great time. And I'm hiccuping because we have ate so much good food.
Apparently you can't keto here.
Apparently you can't keto. I don't think you want a keto here, but
we tried.
We did. We tried our best, but we failed miserably. And I'm not mad at you. Are you mad at me?
A little bit.
But on to what you guys came here for, the Carnival Glory. This is a ship that's definitely ready for dry dock. So, that's the disclaimer right up front. So we're not knocking the ship for certain things that you may find around the ship. Rust, paint peeling, the pools are a little bit in disarray, those kind of things. A couple of sliding glass doors, a little bit rough. Sometimes you get some smells. But this ship, if I remember right, I believe in 24 it goes to dry dock. So definitely needs that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But overall, how would you rate the ship?
I mean, I would go back on it. If I was offered a free cruise, I would go back on it. But if I had the choice of a different ship or that one, I would probably pick a different one.
I'm not a fan of this class of ship.
It's very confusing. We never figured out how to get anywhere.
No.
We always figure it out by the end of the cruise. In 7 days, you should be able to figure that out. We never figured it out.
I mean, it's not terribly difficult. I mean, if you live in New Orleans and this is your only choice, I'm not saying it's terrible. But, it's because of the size. There's really no true thoroughfares to get between a lot of things that you want to get to.
Yeah.
I did like that our room was on the Lido deck, so that was nice. Yeah. That's something we're going to shoot for from now on. We're going to try to get a Lido deck floor because that was great, being able to go right onto the Lido Marketplace and out onto the Lido deck for the parties. That was nice.
Yeah.
Other things about the ship, the hot tubs were actually not bad. So a lot of the jacuzzi part of the hot tub wasn't working very well, but it was plenty warm.
Mm-hmm. That was very warm.
Yeah. And the go-to pool and bar on this ship is the aft pool and the aft bar that's adult only. We figured that out real quick. The Lido deck is pretty tight confines. So with that, it's very loud and it gets congested. But we had a good time. The wait staff on the Lido deck, there's a lot to be desired there. You really not coming and checking on you. And the staff overall were a little ruder than we're used to.
That's what I was going to say. The wait staff everywhere.
Yeah, they're pretty rude.
I can't think of one. Well, I mean, the bar manager that did our bar crawl.
Tariq was outstanding. He did the bar crawl. He was good.
But everybody else, I can't think of anybody
that was just like... Good.
Yeah,
Jake was a great cruise director. He's moving on to the Carnival Magic, and he's going to be fantastic. I think he's going to be moving on to bigger and better than the Magic because he was really good.
Yeah.
But,
MDR wait staff, terrible.
Yeah, I mean, they would come up and say, what do you want?
What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Now, our last night, though, and we were there as part of the booze cruise, and the majority of the booze cruise group, we all ate together at one table. That MDR staff was fantastic. They did a great job. But, I mean, I still had a great time. We still had a wonderful time on the ship. So, our room. So, I mean, it was an interior room. There was some rust in the floor. The drains did not drain very well. But again, this is a ship that's ready for dry dock, so I'm not going to knock them too much. I mean, it was an interior room. We don't ask for much when we do an interior room. We just want a comfy bed, and that's where we were lacking. So the bed was not comfy.
We always get king size bed. We've never had a problem with the crack in the middle.
Yeah.
But this one, I slept in the crack in the middle.
Yeah.
Which I guess I don't have to sleep in the middle, but I like to sleep in the middle.
Well, but we always have that crack, and it never separates. But for some reason, every night it would separate.
No, yeah. I would sleep in a crack this big. Yeah. Every night.
I mean, in other mattresses, you would feel that little crack, but you would never separate. This one, whatever they put in between them to keep them from pushing apart, they didn't have that in there for some reason. Mm-hmm. The ports of call, obviously, that changes from time to time with the ship. It's not always going to be the ports of call that we hit. However, they were pretty general ports of call that go a lot. You go there a lot of times. We had Jamaica, which was sketchy, very sketchy. I wasn't able to do any kind of excursions just because of the Department of State would not allow me to go too far outside of the gates. But people that did do excursions said they were wonderful. However, in Jamaica, and you'll see our port tour, which is going to be about 3 minutes long probably, because that's all we got to do was step off and do the stuff right outside the port. But as we're going out and trying to figure out how to get to the shops and stuff, there are people over by this fence, and they're saying, come on, it's okay. It's safe over here. It looks like a prison, but it's safe.
It's not a prison. It's safe. Come on.
That's kind of like, hey, free ice cream over here, children. Like, no, we're not doing that. But so Grand Cayman was rained out, and Carnival did refund our port fees and taxes. So good on them for doing that. And then we had Cozumel, and we love Cozumel.
Yes.
We always have a good time there no matter what we do. And this time we hit Paradise Beach. And again, there'll be a link down in the description. Or in the comments, it'll be pinned at some point, our review of Paradise Beach. But the raw and unfiltered review right here, what a day. What a fantastic day. The food on board the Glory. I'll let Chas speak to the food. What did you think?
Blue Iguana every morning for breakfast was really good. Mm-hmm. Every morning. Lunch, we had the buffet every day for lunch. Oh, well, we had barbecue one day. It was okay.
They got the beans right this time.
I didn't get the beans. Macaroni was good, and the meat was okay.
It was adequate.
I only ate a couple bites of everything.
We don't expect much from Carnival Barbecue, but this was adequate.
But the buffet, the rest of the time for lunch, it was okay for lunch because we would get a salad every day.
Yeah.
So it was okay. But MDR food, well, lobster night was good.
Yep.
The last night was good.
Yeah, the roast duck and, oh my Lord, the jerk pork chop was fantastic.
Yeah. So that was good. The rest of the time, it was not good. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I mean, it was.
We had buffet twice for dinner,
which we never do.
Yeah, and it was still like.
And the steakhouse.
Oh yeah, the steakhouse we did go to.
Yeah, we did the steakhouse. That was our first time doing specialty dining with Carnival. It was okay.
All of the appetizers are a lot better than the actual steak.
Yeah,
appetizers were good.
Yeah, it was okay. And let's see, what else did we, food-wise?
We had sushi.
We did have sushi, and that was good. But as far as food goes, I got food poisoning. So, yes, I got food poisoning.
At least it was the last
day. I think it was from the Indian food. I won't tell you why I think that, but I think it's from the Indian food. But yes, and that was a complaint coming onto this ship. Oh, almost forgot. So as we're going through the buffet one day, the tongs fall onto the ground. I
They
grab
fall
them.
out into the floor where everybody's walking, like into the.
I grab them. I hand them across the little shield, like you should, to the guy that's working back there, thinking he's going to take them and go put them in a sink. He starts to put it back in the food. And everybody in line's like, no!
Don't put it back in.
Yeah, that was so the food poisoning thing. That's why I bring it up. Come on, Carnival. John Hild, this is where you need to come in and fix this, man.
Sushi was good.
Yeah.
We didn't have Seafood Shack. We planned on it.
But
we just, I don't know why we did.
There were several in our group that did.
A lot of them did. They said it was really good. Yeah. Pizza, it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. The deli was good.
We did eat that one night.
Which everybody, the deli always gets rave reviews on Carnival. I had a little bit of, because we were trying to do things right to begin with, so I did have a little bit of Carnival confetti cake, and it was good.
I didn't eat any desserts the whole time.
Oh, bull crap. Now you had an ice cream cone.
Yeah. Did I want it?
You ate it.
I did not want it. You brought it back and surprised me with it, and I had to eat it so it didn't melt on me.
Oh, yeah. Well, you had to. The shows. We didn't watch a lot of shows. However, this was probably the second time we watched Epic Rock. It was really, really good on this ship. That was a great show. One of the best shows we've watched in a while, to be honest. Yeah, we've seen some great shows on MSC. And this is not a knock on MSC or anything like that, because generally Carnival shows are pretty blah for us. This one was really, really good. The singers were super talented. It was good. Deal or no deal? What do you think about that?
Everybody loves it, but I just thought, why are we sitting here watching this other person try to win money? I do not care.
It was fun.
A lot of people like it. Yes, I don't like shows at all. I just like comedy. I don't like any shows.
We were lucky enough to get to see 4 comics on this ship.
4 what?
4 comics.
You said comics.
Yeah, four comics, 4 comedians on this ship, and they were. Let's see, were they all good? Oh yeah. So the one guy, he snorted and it almost seemed put on, and
it was put on.
Yeah.
It was put on.
But the rest of the guys, and he had some funny lines, but the other 3 guys were a lot better. The last guy, Jason Anders, I believe was his name. That dude was hilarious. He was so good. Probably my favorite comedian on the ship. Close up there, probably in the top 3 of comedians we've seen on board ships.
Yeah.
He was good. The debarkation process, it was easy. I didn't have any issues really. Did you?
Mm-mm.
We had a $1 charge at the end of the day, which was kind of weird.
No, he said that's kind of like just a hold.
I think it's just to make sure you get off the ship, and
I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen it like that, because they put a $200 hold on our card, but our total that we spent was $206 something. So they charged the $6 and then charged another $1 and didn't just take the other $1 out. I don't know. Our card was on file, so I don't get it. I've never seen a balance due, so we were kind of worried about that. Like, don't hold us on here make us go wait in line for a $1. I don't even know where it came from. I don't know.
Either. So on a scale of, all right, so Carnival Symphony is our favorite ship. Our least favorite ship that we've been on so far would be the Valor. So on a scale of Symphony of the Seas to Carnival Valor, on a scale of 10 to 1 or 1 to 10, where would you rank this ship, Chaz?
Well, I think I like the Valor better.
Think you like the Valor better than this ship? So we're putting it below the Valor.
Yeah.
All right. So it would be unfair to say we give this a rating of 1.
Okay.
So where do you think on a scale of 1 to 10?
Okay, a scale of 1 to 10. If Symphony of Seas is 10, then I'm going to give it a 5, because I believe that Symphony is twice as good.
Yeah, I think I would go a little lower for myself. I think I'd say like 3.5.
Yeah, but I didn't want to sound.
We're not anti-Carnival people, and full disclosure, we've got one that we're going to book next year, but I don't think we'll ever book this class of ship again. No, we just won't on Carnival, and it's not just Carnival. There's other classes. There's other cruise lines that we would not book a certain class of ship also. So,
I think we like bigger ships. A lot of people like smaller ones.
I think we like the early mega ship size. So like Meraviglia, up to like Oasis. I don't know that we're going to like Icon or Utopia. I think it's just so big. That's what she said. We loved the Meraviglia was so good. Seascape was good. So I also think we would love sailing on something like the Carnival Horizon, NCL Prima, probably on down to like the Voyager class on Royal. So, but yeah, I mean, it's the smaller ships. I don't know. I think a small and long ship too, though, because we love the Spirit, and the Spirit was, I think it's right at 3,000 capacity, so it's a pretty small ship.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the Magic was okay. We kind of like the Magic. So anyway, there it is. I mean, we didn't love the Glory. Did we hate it? No, not by any means. And as far as the booze cruise goes, we had a fantastic time. We got to meet and know some fantastic people, some good bloggers, some good creators, new folks that we met. On this ship, there was a lot of people from the Southeast, so we met a lot of people from our home state. We met a lot of people from our second home state of Tennessee and our third home state of Kentucky. I don't think we ran into anybody from Virginia, though. Or we did. We ran into one person from Roanoke, Virginia. That's right. And CME, of course. And
somebody that lived in Suffolk.
That's right. Yeah, we did meet somebody from Suffolk. So, there's good hometown feeling of the clientele that are on board the ship. That's kind of cool. But piano bar was fantastic. But that matter. We're already here. But anyway, that's our raw and unfiltered review of the Carnival Glory. Is there anything that Chastity would not endorse in this message?
No.
All right, you heard it. We're out.